We are here, 6 p.m., ready to rock and roll, baby.
With the best podcast on the planet.
Absolutely. We've been excited for this show. Coming back, things getting back into the normal swing of things. A little bit of a weirder week for us here. Last week on the road, and sports was in a...
On the road, first week without football, all-star weekend for the NBA.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
So, yeah, last show was a good one, but this week should be even better. So we hope you guys are excited as we are to get into this weekly's episode. First off, real quick, man. Everyone here knows we kick things off with the parlay. I want to give a quick reminder real quick of what happened last week. So if you guys remember, if you were tuned in for our giveaway edition show last week, we had a live parlay build at the beginning of the show. It was for a UFC parlay for UFC 298 this past weekend.
I made a quick little mention that Travis knows a thing or two about his UFC builds.
It's usually my most profitable spot when it comes to sports betting. As weird as that is to say with the knowledge of basketball and football, but UFC has just been hot for me this year. And we smacked the 5 for 5 parlay for the UFC main event card last week.
What were the odds on that? I was trying to...
I believe it was around plus 800 or 900, but it was topped off with the upset.
We had a boost, didn't we, on that one?
I do believe there was a boost, yes. I think maybe it was like a little bit larger.
It was a plus 800. It was originally plus 687.
Yep.
And then it had a little profit boost, and it took it up to plus 858. And he hit, 5 lines.
All 5.
UFC.
With the main event upset for Ilya Topuria over big Alexander Volkanovski.
Called it, and that's not an easy thing to do for championship matches.
Second round knockout at that. But yes, we just had to mention that. So if you guys made any money off that, congratulations. If you didn't, we have another segment coming up here tonight where it's going to feature another UFC builder. So stay tuned
in. Follow along as you should. Make a bag. Don't fade us.
You see what happens when you don't fade us. But I guess that leads us into a perfect moment to get right into some parlay building.
Exactly. We're ready to rip things right off. Rip the Band-Aid right off.
So as I mentioned, obviously basketball is back. There's going to be something for basketball here. I think that's going to be our first builder here. But on top of that will be there's a UFC fight night tomorrow night. And it's a pretty nice card for it being a fight night. So I think I'm going to give you guys a little something for that tomorrow night as well. So if you guys are excited, stay tuned. If you gamble, always gamble responsibly. We can't say it enough. How you feeling?
I'm worried.
You're worried.
I mean, it's not their first game back from All-Star break. It's some for some of these teams, but
I do want to mention before we get started here, a lot of these teams are on back-to-backs from last night.
Yes. And first on the slate is the Raptors and Hawks.
Absolutely. Now, I've peeked at this one a few times. A couple guys I like in this one I know off the top hand is Trae Young, always a point threat with an assist threat as well. Always a double-double type of guy. But 2 things we talked about before the show started that I did obviously want to mention. There are lines for DeJounte Murray and RJ Barrett, both 4+ rebounds. And they've hit 10 out of 10 last game, so 100% hit rate. And the odds don't look terrible in either one of those. What do you think about those?
I like them both. RJ Barrett sitting at minus 600 and DeJounte Murray at minus 300.
The odds are spread out a little bit for those two, and both of them having to hit in the last 10 games each.
Yeah, obviously, if I was putting my confidence into one, I'd probably go a little more towards RJ Barrett. But
for sure.
Again, I don't hate it with obviously 100% hit rate in the last 10 games.
Minus 300 is still good odds for something that has continuously hit. 4 rebounds isn't asking a lot from DeJounte Murray. He's a guy that gets up and down the floor quick.
So we're starting off DeJounte Murray, 4 rebounds?
Is that what you want to do?
I like it.
Let's do it. All right, Raptors-Hawks game. We will move on.
Cavs and Sixers.
Let's do a little bit of research here before we say anything crazy. So, let's see. I know Donovan Mitchell is a guy that's been hot lately. Coming out of All-Star Weekend. He didn't have the greatest All-Star Weekend, but he had fun,
Yeah, he got a little break that he deserved.
I do want to say point guard Mitchell is a thing. And for 4+ assists, it's minus 700. That's not great odds.
Yeah, the lines have changed on that one.
What I wonder if I bet his line's at like 5.5 base, probably. Yeah. Okay. You see anything?
I don't hate either one of their odds to drop 20 points for Mitchell or Maxey.
That is very true.
Even Donovan Mitchell is at minus 600 and Maxey's at minus 470.
Those do both look nice. I don't hate those. Those are both obviously the top scorers on each
Either
team.
side, yeah.
Is that what you want to rock with? You want to rock with one of them? I like that. Which one you like?
I like Maxey.
You like Maxey? Let me double check something real quick.
I don't hate Mitchell since it's a parlay. It's odd-wise, I like Tyrese Maxey.
I will say the Sixers give up the 5th most assists to starting shooting guards on the teams, which is Donovan Mitchell. I do want to mention that. But I do like Maxey. We can run Maxey. I feel like he can blow for 50 at any given time.
Exactly.
Wizards Thunder. I know who I have my eye on this game.
Mr. Jalen Williams.
Absolutely. That, or I also like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for 25 plus, which is, I believe, about the same odds probably at minus 550, and he's hit that in his last 5 games.
Wow. And
the matchup rating tonight is in his favor. I will say that. So I like either one of those. Now, I do want to mention there's a boost on FanDuel tonight, and it includes a same game parlay. So one of these games we will have to run 2 lines. Just keep that in mind. If there's anything we like a lot.
Chet Holmgren at 6 rebounds is at minus 600.
Chet Holmgren scares me though, man. He could go out there and give you 12 points and 2 rebounds and sit the bench. What's your favorite here?
I like the Jalen Williams 3.
1 plus 3, I like it. Let's run it. Beautiful. Moving on. Clippers Grizzlies. Now let's see here. This is a game that should have a lot to look at.
Yeah, the lines aren't even too crazy. Grizzlies somewhat found a random footing, but I don't think it'll last too long.
Grizzlies Clippers. The Grizzlies are just so short-handed that it's so hard to bet on a game like this.
Yeah.
They just have no one. You don't know whose night it's going to be.
Triple J and Vince Williams.
Yeah, literally. That's their team.
About all they got.
Let's see. James Harden has a few lines that I like. He's always a riskier guy to bet on, but as of late, he's had his games. 2 plus 3s is minus 440. And that's hit in his last 5 games. I always like looking at Harden's assist lines because he orchestrates that offense. Like 8 plus assists is really good odds.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? What do you see?
I really like Jaren Jackson. I don't know what I like him most at, though, tonight.
Okay.
It's a weird matchup, like you said.
Very weird. What's Jaren Jackson looking like?
Has he not been getting any kind of rebounds?
I don't know. His line's nice.
At 4 rebounds is minus 240.
Wow.
He's the biggest dude Memphis got on the roster.
Yeah, that's interesting. Go check that out. So yeah, I either want to rock with the James Harden line or probably
He had 2 in 28 minutes, 6, 3, 2, 5, 5, 3, but he averages 5.5 on the season.
Yikes.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah.
I will say James Harden's projection for rebounds tonight is sitting a little over 6.
He's at 5.5.
His 4 plus is minus 370.
I don't hate that.
I don't either. I either want like that or his 2 plus 3. I think those are both decent lines. Especially for a parlay builder.
6 plus assists from James Harden, minus 650.
Yeah, that's not bad either.
But I like the 4 rebounds for Harden.
All right, let's run it. Moving on. Phoenix Suns and the Houston Rockets. This game, man. I'm just not a big fan of the Suns.
They're inconsistent.
Let's see here. Let me check odds on some.
And the Rockets, like you almost predicted, are catching their footing, but I think you predicted them to be a little better than they are.
Yeah, they're not.
They're kind of bums.
Yeah, they're not all the way there yet. They have room to grow, but they have a lot of talent. This game is very vague, though. There's not a lot of lines on this. They have like very select people on both sides. It's like 3-3.
Yeah.
I guess we got D-Book and KD. Those are the guys you always like to bet on. 25 plus for both is really good.
That's what I literally was just looking at.
I don't hate those. The Rockets are just so hard to bet on. They always scare me. Oh, excuse me.
6 rebounds for Jabari Smith is minus 490.
I don't hate that. Minus 490. That's good odds. Decent, should I say.
Yeah, not bad for a parlay.
What's like... I like Kevin Durant for 6+ rebounds, a trend that's hit in the last 5 games.
Hey, minus 340.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Better odds than Jabari Smith. I'm with it.
Let's run it. Phoenix Suns, Rockets, Heat, Pelicans. Now, this is something I saw a line earlier that I told you about that I liked a lot, and it's Jimmy Butler for 15+ points. I think that's a trend that's hit 10 out of 10 of his last games. And he's sitting at minus 600, so it's not great, but...
Yeah, not terrible odds, though, for a parlay.
Exactly.
And a very even matchup. So, I mean, something that we can steal in a game that, I mean, who knows which way it's going to go.
I like it.
Jimmy Butler getting 15 should be something that's
safe.
Set in granite.
Something he does a lot.
Grindstone.
All right, moving on to Nuggets and Blazers. You see... Aaron Gordon, not great odds, but 2+ assists is a trend that's hitting 10 out of 10 last games.
How's Michael Porter Jr. doing from the three? He's minus 420 for 2 threes.
2+ threes is hitting his last 5 games.
He's minus 420 from 3.
Let's run it.
Perfect.
Good find. Let's move on. Bucks Timberwolves. Matchup of 2 top dogs.
Yeah. A team in the East that is finally finding somewhat of their footing after the All-Star break and hoping for a run, and the Timberwolves.
Absolutely.
Who are still, for whatever reason, dominating, found their footing, which a lot of people didn't expect.
At all. Now, there's 2 lines I like in this game. Neither or is great odds, but Rudy Gobert for 10+ points at minus 550 is a trend that's hitting 10 out of 10 of his last games. And Ant, who's terrible odds, but for 20+ is also hitting 10 out of 10 last games.
I was going to say Dame for 20. I don't think it's super crazy after All-Star break.
I don't know, man. He hasn't put up 20 that many times.
I don't hate 10 from Gobert, though. I mean, I feel like he's
a double-double machine.
Cat, yeah, finally clicked.
Our Jimmy Butler's got suspended, but we'll wait it out. We got time to waste here. Bucks T-Wolves moving on. 2 more games. Hornets and Warriors. Let's see. Steph, man.
Against the broken down Hornets.
Does Steph go over tonight?
4 assists for Steph is minus 650, which obviously isn't crazy odds, but
25 for Steph is minus 270. Just throwing that out there.
Oh.
4+ threes is minus 650. Just lines to look at. Let's see. This is a game that I don't know, man. I feel like we have to bet on Steph. Who else do you bet on?
Definitely not Klay Thompson.
Exactly.
I'll tell you that much.
He had 3 points last night.
I wouldn't put my kidney on Klay.
Never. Not in a lifetime. What do you like more for Steph?
His rebound line itself is sitting at 3.5. Not terrible.
Yeah, 4+ is -135.
His
Steph
assist
from
line is
boards,
sitting at 5.5.
I like any of these.
My favorite right now is probably the 4 assists.
Let's run it.
-650.
Let's run it.
Again, not amazing odds, but it's a parlay.
Spurs and Lakers. Anthony Davis, last 5 games, has scored 20+. LeBron in his last 5 games has scored 20+. Both 3-star matchups tonight. Just going to mention that. Austin Reeves in his last 5 games has scored 15+.
The Victor Wembanyama matchup.
Well, yeah, but we're betting on the Lakers. Actually, we need 2. We haven't done
We
2.
can do 2 from this
We
game.
need 2.
I was going to say real quick, though, I feel like LeBron's going to have a lot to prove, though. I mean, this is one of the highly touted rookies that are like, the next LeBron James that
Or
we've heard.
does AD prove something and dominate him?
Oh. Who you got more faith in?
Who's got better odds?
More consistent? Better odds
like the
is
same.
LeBron by 50.
Yeah, essentially the same. I mean, they could both very well go for 20, for all we're talking. I mean, they do it consistently. Who you like more? Keep in mind, LeBron was dealing with an ankle issue and sat out last night.
That is true.
Just keep that in mind. I like AD more personally.
I don't hate that.
I love AD.
Don't hate that at all.
So now we need another one from this game. Do you want to run Wemby on something? Does that pique your interest?
I'm looking to see what piques my intrigue.
Let's see.
LeBron for 6 assists, but again, his injury is going to be a worry.
Always is. What else? I mean, AD's boards are always nice. But do we double up on AD?
We could add Wemby for 8.
For a what?
For boards.
8 boards.
-440.
Does he grab 8 boards on AD?
I don't know. Then we're literally putting their matchup on the bet.
Yeah. It's usually not a very safe idea.
No.
Do we just run LeBron and AD for 20? 2 lines we liked.
LeBron at over 18.5 for -450.
I don't hate that. I mean, you might as well go 20 at that rate.
I know.
1 point difference.
I'm not going, yeah.
If he scores 19, he'll score 20.
Or do we just do a safe bet and say throw the Lakers on a money line?
Could do that. Does that count for the
Yes,
boost?
it does.
It does. We could do that.
I don't hate that at all.
I like that a lot.
Put us at an 815 base.
Puts us at plus 1,000 with the boost. That's
1020 with a boost.
That's pretty. I like that a lot.
I love it.
You want to run it?
I'm with it.
Let's do it. All right, so the 10-legger has been officially built for the games tonight. Give them a quick rundown on that. Let's see. So we have Steph Curry, 4+ assists. Rudy Gobert, 10+ points.
Michael Porter Jr. for 2+ made threes.
Jimmy Butler for 15+ points.
Kevin Durant for 6 rebounds.
James Harden for 4+ rebounds.
Jalen Williams for 1+ made 3.
Tyrese Maxey, 20+ points.
DeJounte Murray, 4 rebounds.
And Anthony Davis for 20+ with the Lakers money line. Comes out to plus 1017 with the 25% profit boost on FanDuel. Plus 813 on FanDuel without the profit boost. Let's run it. I think we built a banger.
I'd like to agree.
Beautiful. All right. So, I mentioned the UFC, obviously. Did we want to do a money line? Or do we want to go straight to a UFC builder?
I feel like we can go ahead and get into UFC. Let everybody know what you're about.
Okay.
That's what we got all the fans waiting for. We just told them you went 5 for 5, and you want to tease them, make them wait longer?
All right.
Have them calling for your head in the comments.
Now, I can't give out all my info. Not all of it. I'm going to give you a sneak peek. So, the Fight Night card is a 6-fight main card tomorrow night, and there's 3 fights that I'm super excited about. The other 3 are all okay. Now, I'm going to give you a main card money line for all 6 fights. and then I have 3 method of victories that I like that I parlay together that look great for a little lotto ticket. So we'll start off with the money line. First fight of the night with Chris Duncan and Manuel Torres. We won't talk a whole lot about these because these fights are not the most exciting.
They're the teasers.
Yeah, Manuel Torres for sure though. Next up we have Yasmin and Sam Hughes. This is a fight where I would prefer probably a method of victory technically, just because the money line isn't great odds, but it's always a little scary. We'll stay safe and we'll just go Yasmin money line. Next up, this fight intrigues me a lot.
The Rojas vengeance match.
Absolutely. Rojas is winning this fight. Straight up money line will win this fight, but this is a fight that I have a method of victory on, so we'll talk about that here in a few. Next up, Daniel Zellhuber and Francisco Prado. This is a fight where I could see an upset. There's not many upsets I see on this card, but this is a fight where I could see one. I would probably personally lean more Francisco for the upset here, maybe even by knockout if we're being honest. So I think this will be my first upset on the card, Francisco Prado. And then next up, Yair Rodriguez, Brian Ortega. I'm taking Yair. We don't even have to talk about it. Brian Ortega looked horrible at the walk-ins. He hasn't fought in 3 years. Yair's that guy, and we all know it.
That one is Sunday.
No, it's just at midnight.
Oh, yeah. I'm slow.
Yeah, it's just a late
card. I did not see the times.
Yeah.
Mine's, the way it came up is weird. It's going all the way through March's matches.
Why are you on that? Just go to UFC. Why are you? You're making this so complicated. No, go. We got rookies over here.
I'm sorry, I went the hard way.
There you go. And then the final fight of the night, Brandon Moreno and Brandon Royval. This is a rematch of a fight from a few years ago, and Moreno finished him within the first round. They've both gotten better. I get this, but Moreno was a champion. He had a championship reign. Royval just lost to Pantoja. I don't see him bouncing back against a guy that knocked him out in the first round before. I'm leaning Moreno on this one as well.
I like it.
So that's a 6-legger, plus 17.25 with the only upset being Francisco Prado. I like it. I think it looks good.
I love it.
So we'll lock that one in, and then a little teaser that I like for 3 method of victories. I'm going to go on here. First one's going to be Raul Rosas versus Ricky Turcios. I'm going to go Raul Rosas by points. He has a point to prove. I don't think he gets the finish technically over a guy like Ricky, but it's only a 3-round fight. We've seen Raul has a gas tank. I think he'll win it by points. Next up, method of victory, Yair Rodriguez by KO, for sure. This is a 5-round fight. Ortega's not going to last all 5 rounds. Yair's going to put this man to sleep. And then Brandon Moreno and Brandon Royval. This one I'm also going another knockout. Brandon Moreno finished him in the first round last time.
So you go Moreno, another knockout.
Another knockout. It's just another 5-rounder. These guys bang. It's not going to be a 5-round fight. So that's a 3-legger. Comes out.
What was the first one you had, Rojas?
Yeah, by points. It's only a 3-round fight. He's a submission artist, but I don't think he finishes Ricky by submission. But
beautiful little 3-leg lotto.
Yes, sir. A little fun on the fight night card.
4,148 leg.
Just something to have a little, fun with. You always gotta have fun, when you bet here and there. But that's all I got for the UFC, man. Hoping for another big night, another 6 for 6, should I say, this time instead of 5 for 5.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'll take a 3 for 3 right as well.
Maybe we hit the little lotto. You never know. But you got anything else for Parlay Builder, or did we move on?
I think we're good for FanDuel right now. We gave the fans what they needed for the night.
Absolutely.
Look a little lock in. Make yourselves a bag. Do it responsibly. I think that'll lead us into our next little segment here.
Absolutely. Before we move on, though, this is something we probably should have talked about to begin the show. We got right into things. We say it every week. Every single week, we try to get better. We try to do bigger and better things. We try to grow. We try to get ourselves out there more. And we're continuing that hot streak here in 2024. And we have another big announcement for you guys. We just want to blow the news.
We are partnered with the WWBA,
Western Wayne Basketball Association. It is a men's league run out of Cambridge City by Dylan McCollum. a guy that is fantastic at what he does. He's a great commissioner. But we're super excited. We are going to be the official commentators, something that we've always wanted to do personally.
Yeah, we're a little in the background. If you were to check their YouTube right now, some recent games, just doing like, 3-pointers, announcing all the buckets, little quick things. But last game, obviously, we had our nice little mics, had quick up close little segments, more in depth.
But that is something that he is working on. He's going to get that posted on all their social media. So please go check them out on TikTok, X, Instagram for sure, where everything will be posted. YouTube as well. It's at WWBA on Instagram. You'll find the link to everything else within that. But please go give them a check out if you guys enjoy basketball. We're super excited.
Absolutely.
We just had to get that out there real quick. Now we move on.
Yes, into NFL talk.
We're here.
There's not a lot.
It's the off season. It's a sad time.
The dreaded off season, which we said is a good and bad thing.
More so bad.
Yeah.
I miss football already. Just
yeah. I saw a thing, somebody, he's putting a bunch of highlights and stuff on in the background just so you got to hear the noise.
I know.
He said he's tried hockey, he's tried basketball, he's tried lacrosse, he's tried tennis. Everything.
You don't find the itch with those other sports.
Nothing like this. Turn on some Sunday football.
Man.
Or some Thursday night football. Got your bets in.
What a great way to end the week, man. Start of the new week. And you get another game to start the new week.
Exactly.
Monday night, we back at it.
And then right on Friday Eve, right before you hit Friday, you get another Thursday night matchup.
And then you get a weekend full of it. I mean, it's a great time in life. And
but only 19 sad weeks.
Yeah.
Including the bye.
But we have a lot of fun with this as well. Just not as much. It's off-season time. It's time to talk free agency. It's time to talk NFL draft. It's time to talk mock drafts. It's time to talk trades. Who's ended up where? What teams look like what next season? I'm excited.
Speaking of who ended up where, some people may have saw our J.J. McCarthy to the Broncos clip that was out.
The perfect fit. It's a match made in heaven. It's like peanut butter and jelly.
Our last mock from last week.
Go check that out. 16 first-round picks. Quick little half first-round, draft, mock draft.
Again, we were on the road. It was disastrous weather conditions. It was last minute.
It was a late
show.
Yeah. It was bad. Last week was a weird one, but we got it out there.
Barely made ourselves to the studio in one piece.
Yeah.
In different locations.
Yeah, but we're back here now in the originality of things.
Absolutely.
Back in our format. But let's talk off-season, man. Free agency's coming up.
A lot of big names.
There's been some rumors. Seen a lot of rumors. A lot of things to talk about. Steelers have been in a lot of QB rumors.
I don't even want to talk about it. I don't think I like any of them.
You don't like any of
them? I
them?
like one of them.
One of them. You gotta like one of them.
One of them.
I know you gotta like one of them. Maybe. But I don't know, man. This is going to be a weird offseason. I have a feeling it's going to be a very weird offseason.
Oh, absolutely.
There's a lot of things that we're yet to know.
There's a lot of age in this offseason class as well.
A lot. I do want to say, I don't want to say, but I do want to say, the Saints were in purgatory.
Yeah.
We're negative $83 million in cap space, the largest in the league.
And Michael Thomas is hitting the market.
Yeah. There's a lot of guys that have to hit the market.
Yeah.
I mean, the team's dwindling. I said it during, the regular season last year. Last year might have been our last hope to even make a push. So, might hit rebuild mode.
Essentially, yeah. I mean, that's not a terrible thing. Look at the Lions. Yeah. That's how quickly they did.
I mean, how do you hit rebuild mode when you're $90 million in debt? I mean, what do you do?
You reset from the bottom, and you play a season with a bunch of 7th round picks because that's all you can afford.
But it's not
and
that. It don't work that way. You can't just cut them, guys. You can't just put them out of a job.
You're going into contract restructuring with 30 dudes.
I don't even know if that's possible.
Making penny cuts.
Next year, we're going to be $180 million.
Anybody, look, bub, we're so broke. I need to ask you if you'll take $2 less next year.
It's insane, man. I don't know what's going to come of this offseason. I know we have a decent pick, but no rookie is going to say what we have going on. Let's just put it that way.
I love the brutal honesty from the Saints fan. No rookie's going to say this disaster.
It sucks, but when you live in reality, it's just the way it is.
You don't get your feelings hurt as much.
Yeah, when you accept it,
You
it's
expect,
nice.
yeah.
You expect the worst. You always expect the worst. With the
Hey.
Steelers, what do you want to happen from a Steelers fan?
I don't
QB
know.
rumors. Who do you want to be your QB next year? I know two guys have been in rumors lately.
I know a lot of guys.
Two main guys that could be starters though over Mr. Pickett.
I like personally Justin Fields.
Okay.
If we're talking, obviously the Russell Wilson news has been brought up a lot. I feel that Russell Wilson has proven more on paper that he is on a downslope. Justin Fields, you can still point at the fact that he's had 6, 7 coordinators in every season he's been in the league.
And head coaches.
Yeah, I was about to say, he's had no consistency.
Nope.
And no offensive lines. And his first season with DJ Moore, he had no stability anywhere.
Moore was still a 1,000-yard receiver.
Exactly. But I think that if we're going to improve at QB and actually move on any of these rumors, I'd prefer it be Justin Fields over Russell Wilson. But I don't know, because Kenny Pickett, I love him, but I mean he's put so much on paper that doesn't franchise quarterback.
He's like 27, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not young.
Exactly.
He doesn't have
he's
room to grow.
already coming in at like
he was like a 25-year-old
touchdowns,
rookie.
20 interceptions.
Like, what do you expect to do with that? This guy is 4 years into his prime, and he's not.
That's what I was worried about. How do you draft a quarterback to replace Ben Roethlisberger, your franchise quarterback, and he's 25 years old?
They're going to turn into the Saints. Ever since Drew Brees has left, we've been in QB purgatory. We don't know what to do.
Almost like the Indianapolis Colts before they got Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan, everybody under the sun.
The QB carousel, bro. Everybody that's retired, you want to come play again? I mean, Phillip Rivers played in Indy. Like, what?
Yeah.
Phillip Rivers, Matt Ryan, back-to-back seasons? Come on, man.
Yeah. Hard to watch.
Yeah, but
hard to win.
As a Steelers fan, there's been one rumor outside of QBs that I know you could be excited about. Do you want Lev Bell back if he's trying to play ball?
Look, I sent that to you myself. And, I mean, he was the best version of himself in Pittsburgh. Obviously, he's got age and all this we could talk about. But, I mean, when a man puts his mind to it, and if he's been in the gym for, I mean, all these years, even if he's been in the gym for a year with his mind to it, I mean, I don't know. I mean, our running back depth, I mean, isn't great. Obviously, Jalen Warren proved a lot last season. But Najee Harris also is almost 30 years old already and has been up and down.
I think he's like 26.
Yeah, he's not
30.
No, I'm being dramatic as a Steelers fan.
But the emergence of that running back duo last year was something spectacular.
Absolutely, taking some pressure off Najee
became
Harris.
one of the best 1-2 punches in the league.
Yes, taking some pressure off Najee Harris was what really helped.
Do you take that all back for the chance of a Lev Bell flashback?
I mean, he could get some touches and see if it happens. We got a preseason. I don't know. I feel like that's what the tryouts are for as well. All this. I'd like to see
a backfield of JF1 and Lev Bell next year. Wouldn't that be something different?
Exactly.
Mike Tomlin.
Steelers roll out next season with, instead of Kenny Pickett and Najee Harris, we roll out with Justin Fields and Le'Veon Bell.
That would be a different world. That would be something wild to see. I'd tune in. Lev Bell was a dog back in the day.
Justin Fields with a steady O-line.
I've always been a JF1 fan.
Exactly, bro.
Always.
He's what everybody wants Russ to be.
I went and saw that man live. That was dope.
And has a plethora more of excuses to look at than Russ.
Oh, 100%.
When it comes to
Russ is bad.
Why they're bad.
Russ is
because they both look bad.
No, Russ is just bad. JF1 did not look bad. He had a great season. The game we went to, especially, that boy was a dog, bro.
I mean, I think it's a lot of media
hate.
That's what I had in. I'm not,
under the right QB coaching and not under Matt Nagy and Ebbert Bruce
and the Steelers O line.
He would be fine. He would do good things. He'd get George Pickens back under control. That's what needs to happen.
JF1 to George Pickens.
Steelers got some potential next year, but what they do with it is going to be interesting.
That's what I don't know. We have potential in the right places besides a franchise leading spot.
We're talking about JF1. What do the Bears do?
I think
That's another huge trending topic this offseason. What are the Bears doing? Do they do it again? Do they trade down again?
if I'm the Bears, again, obviously nobody in Chicago wants my opinion because they have Matt Nagy and Eberflus and all these other people making decisions, not me. But, I mean, you got the number one pick. Again, Justin Fields, if you want to look at the pros and cons, you could put 50-plus excuses for why he's had up and downs. Russ is 30-plus and has been on a multiple season downward spiral. So I would trade the pick down. I mean, you could still move 1-2 picks down and get a bag. It's the number one pick.
Right.
And protect your quarterback. Go get the top touted receiver. Go get something. You can have the 2 and 5 pick and get Joe Alt and Marvin Harrison Jr. and look amazing.
The 2 and 5 pick is kind of unrealistic. I mean, that would have to be a wild scenario for them to end up with something like that.
Hey,
the two pick
Texans,
is very well in question. The 2 pick for sure, but the Washington Commanders, the signing of Cliff Kingsbury and the connection him and Caleb Williams have together, that's my biggest bold prediction of the offseason is Caleb Williams to Washington.
He doesn't. I mean, the very first news was that he didn't want to be a Bear. And
Exactly.
I feel like he came back at the news. He posted himself as a child wearing like it was just a bear.
Yeah.
Had nothing to do with the Chicago Bears, but
I saw that.
I think that was him trying to come back at that narrative. But I think it's true. I don't think he wants to be in Chicago because, I mean, like I've been stating for the past 10 minutes, there's 100-plus excuses for why Justin Fields has had issues, and they've done nothing about it. Caleb Williams does not want to come in a scenario where I'd put 99% chance on probably a new head coach next season.
I don't think so. I think Eberflus is there to stay for now.
I don't know.
I don't think he leaves. If he was going to be
Chicago.
fired, I think he'd be fired by now, if we're being honest. But I don't know, man. I feel like the Bears have to end up with Marvin Harrison Jr. for this to be a successful offseason, whether that's trading to 2 and taking him or whether that's staying at 1 and just taking the best player in the draft. I don't know. It depends. It depends on what teams are willing to offer to these guys for Caleb Williams. How desperate are the Bears to get off this pick? What are they going to take?
Do you take Caleb and then try a Justin Fields trade afterwards? Keep them both on roster.
But at that point, when you have 2 quarterbacks that can both be starting quarterbacks, teams aren't going to offer as much. When they look at it like, you have to get rid of one of these guys.
Yeah.
You can't keep them both. I'm not going to offer you a bag because I can get him for cheaper now.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to get rid of him. Like, you can't keep him on roster. It's a weird scenario for Chicago, and what they did last year was beautiful, but can they pull it off again? Do we see another trade down in Washington since Terry McLaurin and the number 2 pick to Chicago, and now you got Justin Fields with 2 amazing wide receivers that were on teams that didn't care about him?
But then, who do you go with too? If you got Terry McLaurin, you don't need Marvin Harrison Terry McLaurin, and DJ Moore.
Yes, you do. But imagine that offense next year.
That would be crazy, though.
And they have the opportunity to pull something like that off. Going from your best wide receiver being Darnell Mooney to having 3 of the top 10 receivers in football.
Yeah, 3 1,000-yard receivers.
Justin Fields would turn into that guy. That's all I'm saying. It would be a wild scenario, but it could happen.
Exactly.
Terry McLaurin could want out of Washington. He's tired of playing with bum quarterbacks.
Exactly.
Sam Howell's not the answer.
Sam Howell, yeah.
Or does Caleb Williams get mad, and they trade Terry McLaurin?
Or does something crazy like the Baker Mayfield draft class happen and they take J.J. McCarthy with the number 1 pick?
That would be wild. I don't
Drake
know.
May.
Drake May, maybe.
That's not the craziest one.
Drake May could be a number 1 pick. Maybe even Jaden Daniels.
That's like Caleb Williams would definitely be the one to come out with like a hateful tweet on draft day and he drops down to 4 or 5.
He'd be Will Levis of this year's draft. Falling over in the 2nd round.
Could you imagine?
That'd be insane. I'm excited though. It's going to be a cool draft to watch. I think it'll be a fun offseason.
I feel like we're going to have a lot of different mocks, a lot of different opinions throughout the offseason.
Oh, for sure.
A lot of in-depth opinions that are going to change by the week.
And all of them could be wrong at the end of the day.
And all of them could be right.
Yeah, they could. I don't know all of them.
Every single thing we say from this point on, it's going to happen.
That would be wild if we predicted it. Oh, but it's going to be fun, man. Free agency, too. Can't forget about free agency. A lot of big names on the market as well.
Yeah. Chris Jones for the Super Bowl chief is going to be hitting the market again.
What does he do? Does he stay in KC? They can't tag him. I mean, they can, But I seen a report that said like his tag is like up to like 50 something.
I was gonna say it's got to be
and it
40.
would be and it would just be not smart for the Chiefs
No, but I mean, if
to tag him.
a lot of analysts look at it and say he's their biggest piece of the puzzle.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, I mean, you've seen in Week 1 they didn't lose big, but they lost to Detroit in Week 1. You know, there wasn't a presence on the defensive line when he was out. Now, yes, you have George Karlaftis, but you got to think Karlaftis is good because of the attention that's given to Chris Jones.
Yeah,
he creates opportunities for the people around him because he's
every
so well
play
respected.
Chris Jones gets double teamed.
Every play, yeah,
That's gonna leave somebody else a little bit of space.
and he still gets pressure. I mean, he's a force to be reckoned with. If he wants to stay winning, he'll stay in KC. But I don't know, man. Can we see another big name moving on from Kansas City? Can Mahomes' crew get weaker?
Exactly. While the offense gets stronger.
I'm saying Chris Jones to Houston.
Yo, the Texans would be crazy.
It would be. I love Houston. That's a team I'm going to watch a lot next year. I won't lie to you. I've been a big CJ Stroud fan, as everyone knows. But that team is just so fun to watch when he's playing
We just
ball.
talked about it a couple weeks ago again. Another clip, I think right along with the J.J. McCarthy clip or the week before. I don't know. But we were just talking about C.J. Stroud and Will Anderson being the perfect fit for the Texans. And
they did.
How that draft day trade literally resurrected the Texans. I mean, they just won their division.
The two best players in the draft.
Season.
They both won Offensive Rookie of the Year and Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, like I said, when you have two rookies win Rookie of the Year, your future starts to look pretty bright.
Saints did it. Our future wasn't bright, but Kamara and Lattimore were some of the best at their positions. So, Wilson and Gardner, you're absolutely right. Yeah, it's becoming a trend. I mean, we're seeing nowadays. But
so a lot of these bad teams are getting bold.
The Texans, I will say the Texans' move last year was one of the most surprising.
Oh, absolutely. All these other teams had more of like that chance to get one of these other players or later on. The Texans' move was huge.
Jumped up
a ballsy move.
3.
Yeah.
From
gotta have some big cojones to do one of those.
But it worked out for him. I mean, look at him now.
Yeah, you draft a quarterback that, regardless of expectations of what you got on tape, that's supposed to be your franchise quarterback. They could be the next Ryan Leaf and be a scrub, and then you make another huge trade for.
It was C.J. Stroud, man. We knew
Will Anderson was going to be a dog, but we knew
C.J. Stroud was going to be a dog.
You knew for sure.
I knew.
You knew
Come
for
on,
sure.
Man.
We can pull up the clips. You knew for sure.
I knew. Come on. I knew he was going to be a dog, bro. I'm just so glad it worked out.
I remember a couple of years back, we had our little Bryce Young versus C.J. Stroud rebuild.
And look at us now.
Yeah.
Look at us now.
And now we're talking about if Bryce Young is going to do anything. Now C.J. Stroud's a dog that just won this division.
With no weapons. His best receiver was Nico Collins, the guy that was 3rd, 4th in a depth chart last year.
Yeah, Tank Dill.
Yeah, who got injured halfway through the season.
You ever heard of a top receiver being named Tank?
Hey, Tank's gonna be a dog. he looked great last year before he got injured.
Absolutely.
He can move. He's a tough kid too. Oh man, off season. I hate it. I love it.
Yeah.
Hate it. I love it.
Painful.
Well, I think that about wraps up the NFL talk for now.
Yeah, a bunch of waiting for now. Next week we'll probably have a newer mock or something more in depth.
Going to be some more trade ups and some more realistic moves.
Exactly. There'll be stuff that happens by the week. Obviously, the closer we get to draft day, the closer we get to free agency opening. I mean, stuff will be happening by the day. So by the time we get on here, we'll have 8 new segments, 8 new predictions, etc. Who knows?
Absolutely. Things change every week, especially during the off season.
And like we said, we get bigger each week, so who knows, Absolutely. Next week we might have our clip from ESPN would plug into this or something,
Hey, you never know, man. You shoot for the stars.
We'll have Mr. Vinatieri come down.
Vinatieri?
Adam Vinatieri?
You mean Pat McAfee?
Nah. He's too big a name.
Shout out Pat. Pat, if you watch it, man. If you ever see this, I need
Pat
a collab.
On,
I need to be
you
on
like
Pat.
this hot Colts, I'm sure, maybe some WWE.
Maybe
Adam Vinatieri and his 50-year-old self is where the story is.
Listen, Pat McAfee is the best athlete on the planet.
Facts.
I'm just going to put it out there. He does it all. He's not done it. He still does it all.
I'm about to see my man. I could see him getting into Elimination Chamber.
Listen, he'll be at WrestleMania. He'll be at WrestleMania. He was last year. He's going to do it again.
Oh, I know.
He's a dog. Shout out Pat, man. I need that collab coming soon. But I guess that leads it into something we weren't able to do last week. It's not set up just yet. But NBA Deal or No Deal is back.
Yes. Finally,
Basketball is
one
back.
of our most exciting segments.
Absolutely.
If you saw our last, obviously not last week because we couldn't do it, but our last Deal or No Deal segment, somebody pulled off some magic.
Hey.
Luka magic.
Did what I did. Do what I do. And it worked out for me. You know, Luka dominated that week.
See if you can do it again. So,
will the trend continue?
If you have been any kind of seasoned vet here at the Travis and John Show, or if you're just now tuning in recently, we'll take a quick minute to two maybe break, obviously, get our little envelopes up, and we'll be right back to continue the fun and our first segment and rendition of the Travis and John Show.
Absolutely. Appreciate you guys watching. Please stay tuned. We'll be back in a matter of moments.
Quick minute. I'll be right back with you. Welcome back, all our beautiful, sexy creatures of an audience.
Okay, that was intense to bring it back, but here we are.
That's what our fan base is to us.
It's NBA deal or no deal time. Something that we
see in the host seat.
Absolutely.
Travis here.
We'll be playing John's game first. Something that we missed last week due to All-Star Weekend, but we are back live in action.
Crapshoot of an All-Star Weekend.
Just a quick reminder of the last weekly episode of Deal or No Deal.
It was the
Luka Doncic show.
Luka Doncic versus Trae Young draft class matchup. Travis pulled off literally Luka magic. Had Luka in his case.
Crazy
game.
Deal or No Deal ever.
Go watch it.
Please.
On the YouTube.
It was amazing.
I ended up with Trae Young, of course. Like I said, the matchup with the draft class, etc.
And it ended how you thought it was going
for each other. And yeah, Luka did his thing.
Yeah, like he always does.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure both players played all 3 games, but
Luka had like 200 points.
Yeah,
dominated.
Yeah, Luka averages like 40. So.
Yeah. So let's see if we can bounce back again this week. See if John can get us off to a hot start.
Absolutely.
Pick a case. What case you want to be yours? Which one you feeling? I did this whole blind, so I'm doing it with you.
3.
All right.
Put some faith in case 3 for now. For now.
All right, case number 3. This is.
Beautiful.
Now I need 3 that won't be yours.
2.
You don't want to? You don't want to, huh?
I don't want to.
Let's see if that bites you in the butt. Case number 2. Good start, Dame Dollar.
All right.
Lowest one on the board, I believe.
For a reason, because he's garbage.
Relax.
He's absolute trash. Stole the All-Star MVP from Tyrese.
Whack. Tyrese had the much better game.
I'd probably have 30 points too if I took 75 shots.
When you hit 12 threes and shoot 30 of them, it's not that impressive.
I hate it here.
Anyways, another case.
4.
All right. We're just going in order today. No rhythm to this one. We're just sniping them in order.
I got my
feelings.
feelings.
One next? All right, let's see. See if your feelings right. Next up here. A little bit worse. SGA.
All right, that hurts. But
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I have my habit of knocking at least one out of the first round, so it was due.
Continues.
It was due.
Give me another one. Let's hope it's not another top 3.
9.
Oh, so now we ain't going in order. Huh?
No.
No more order right here.
Yeah, I gotta shake it up, right?
Right here. Let's see if it does you right.
No way.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Wow.
Yikes.
And the 9 envelope is crazy.
Yikes. But I hear a phone call.
Hey, the
Hello?
banker's calling.
Yeah, we'll do some research. I'll see what I can cook up for you. I'll call you back. All right, bye. All right, that was the banker.
All right.
You started off hot.
He's kind of happy.
But you ended cold.
Yeah, he's happy. I don't have a lot.
It's more in his favor.
I don't have
here.
a lot of,
After that first rip, he got a little nervous.
Exactly. I don't have a lot of big pull here.
He texted me talking about, don't let that happen again. So.
Yeah, you don't have to offer, obviously, somebody over Donovan Mitchell when all I got left is Yogi. Like, you can pull it down. Yeah, like, we got some leverage here. Baker's happy right now.
We're going to see what we can cook up.
I'm not.
Be nervous. He didn't, he sounded happy, which means he ain't sounding generous.
Oh, I know, but
let's see.
He's going to be upset when I got Jokic right here.
The odds aren't in your favor, my friend. Let's see. Okay. I don't know what the banker wants me to do here.
He wants you to send me home as depressed as you can.
You think so?
Maybe chuck a TV at the broadcast right now.
Okay. I gotta double check. Double, triple, quadruple, always. Okay. I think I know where we're going to go with this one. Now, I could be a lot meaner to you, but I'm not. He's a guy that's iffy. But he's not a bad option compared to who you just ripped off a few moments ago. I'm going to give you Luka's running mate, Kyrie Irving.
Ooh.
He's coming back off another injury, like the 5th time this season already.
Yeah, that's unfortunately his thing these days, getting up there in age.
But he's Kyrie.
He's Kyrie.
He can do that.
He helps Luka do what he does.
Exactly. But can he do it better? How are we feeling? Got Jokic up there.
I don't hate it, but I don't hate this board. So right now I'm going to say no deal.
All right. We move on.
I'm going to keep seeing how this board plays out.
I need 2 more cases in.
Give me 6.
6. I think I might have persuaded you a little bit. Got you off rhythm.
I'm back in my bag. Don't worry.
Think so?
I'm back in my bag.
Not a bad start. Jalen Brunson.
See? Let's go, baby. It's what we needed.
But we know Jalen Brunson can hoop.
Let's go, baby. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Give me one more.
Yeah. 7.
7.
7.
All right. Lucky number 7, huh? Ripping her off there. Let's see. Was it lucky today?
I need it to be.
Is this Jokic?
Need to be Maxi.
Jokic.
Don't just say
Victor
something like that.
Wembanyama.
Don't just say something like that. How'd you walk off set?
Had you nervous, huh? Had you shaking? Had you sweating?
Show by yourself.
Oh, that's how we feeling. All right, Banker's calling back. Okay, it wasn't a bad
No
round.
more, yeah.
It wasn't bad.
No more hanging around now.
Wasn't bad.
Whoo! I'm sweating bullets over here, Banker.
You should be. You should be.
Put some grace on me.
Put some grace on you. I don't know how generous we feeling today. Huh. I think I got somebody in mind. I think you might like him. I don't know. You still got Jokic. How you feeling? You think he's in your case?
I think I got Jokic.
You
And
think
at
you
worst, I
Jokic?
got Donovan Mitchell.
Think so?
I think so. I got one of them.
All right. Now, the name may not sound as intriguing as Kyrie Irving, but when we're talking fantasy basketball, I'm going to offer you Domantas Sabonis. Domo, former Pacer, triple-double machine.
Wow.
The only guy contending with Jokic in the triple-double stat category this year. How you feel?
Oh, man. Banker's definitely putting the pressure on.
Trying to get you out of here.
Maybe he's worried I got Jokic.
The chance is always there.
Leverage.
The chance is always there. Better to be safe than sorry. How you feel?
Man, I'm hard-headed, and I don't learn my lesson. So I'm going to keep it up and keep playing and show you that I got Jokic.
All right. I guess we're about to find out. Banker's done. It's all in your hands. Give me 2 more.
1.
Oh. It's been sitting up there for a hot minute. Rip off the Band-Aid.
Get it out of there.
Rip off the Band-Aid.
No way Giannis is in 9 and Jokic is in 1. Statistically speaking, right?
We're about to find out, right? Spider.
Ooh.
D-Mitch,
Don't
man.
like that one. I'm not gonna lie,
It's not Jokic.
I really like Donovan.
I need another one. I need Jokic.
I'll give you Tyrese Maxey.
Which one's he in? Which one's Maxey? Which one's Jokic? Need a decision here.
8.
Leave in the middle of the board. Is Jokic in the middle? carrying the squad like you always do?
Or has he been right here on this mic the whole time?
I don't know. Do you know something I don't? Can you see through the card?
You tell me.
Called your shot. Tyrese Maxey.
What we needed.
All right. I got case 5. You got case 1.
Case 3, right?
Or 3, yeah, my fault. You want mine or you want yours? What you want? Who you want? Did you have it?
I don't know. I kind of think do I trade?
Who's your other one?
Trae Young.
Oh, Trey again.
Yeah.
Did you snag Trey back-to-back weeks, or did you get Jokic off rip?
Another Trae matchup.
Did you do what I did last week? Did you pull the number 1 right off rip? Or do I got it? Was Jokic holding down the middle of the 4th? Big decisions.
I gotta keep 3, right?
You trust in your gut?
I gotta, right?
Where's that got you in the past?
Nowhere.
So you gonna continue the trend? It's there for the taking. If not, rip her open.
Man.
Come on. Need a decision. All right. Case 3 is officially yours.
Back-to-back weeks.
Should have
No
traded, man.
No way.
You do it every time.
I know.
You got to stop trusting your gut, man. Because here he is, holding down the middle of the 4th.
I needed it. It's okay.
You had it. He was right there. He was on my knee. He was for the taking.
It's okay. It's going to be a damn dollar Trae Young matchup.
Oh, you think so? I don't think so.
I think so.
I don't think so. We're going to find out.
Not the worst player on the board for a reason, baby.
Well, let's find out then. Give us a couple minutes. I'll be right back. Set up my game, and we're going to find out
He's back
if
with
John's
Travis's
prediction was correct.
rendition of Deal or No Deal.
Gentlemen, welcome back. Back from the short intermission.
Finally in the dealer seat, sitting all comfy. We got a Travs game.
You ended with Trae Young. You feeling that confident?
I know that you're going to end up with worse.
That's funny. The streak I was on last week, that's not very likely.
That flame's about to extinguish.
Is it?
The banker's coming with a lot of extinguishers.
Well, let's see. How about we get started?
How hard that fire is. Which one you feeling? This may stick by your side to the end.
Which case did you take? 3?
I went 3.
I'm going to go 4.
All right. One off from 3. Who's in case 4?
Only time will tell. All
Let's
right.
get 3 out of there.
Rip 6.
Sounds like a skateboard move. Rip 6. I don't know because I don't skate.
Pretty sure Giannis skates. Let's hope that's not foreshadowing.
Let me find out.
Maybe I could just be talking crazy.
Does SGA skate?
Nice. What a start.
He's skating off the board.
What a start. Case number 3.
Case 3. Case number 3. Oh. Oh.
Nice.
The
Nice.
way to keep this momentum rolling.
Nice. Jokic is gone. Love to see it.
Pull off some magic.
Case number 1.
Case 1. Side of case 1. Trae Young. So there will not be a tie this week.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Well, I'll see what I can do. We're looking good, sir.
It ain't over.
And over to the fat lady singing.
It ain't over.
Or till I come with the best offer in deal or no deal history. Wrong button. I don't want to share my matchup results. I want to let everybody on the interwebs know that I suck at fantasy basketball. Nah, we're kind of okay. This is just a 4-man.
This is interesting.
We're both 9-7.
Hey.
Put that up there. Update the filters real quick.
Man.
Everybody's right.
SGA Jokic off rip.
Off rip.
That's crazy. Because Jokic was in the case you would have picked.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Sheesh. Imagine I would have doubled up on 3.
What are the chances?
I'd have went back to back.
Alright, let me check now. Go over this little app McGidgey. I'll search up this team.
This is really a bad board.
It's not terrible.
It's terrible.
Yeah, it could be better. It's not the worst.
It's the worst. I could not have gone much worse.
So they play 2 games. So we're looking for 3 games this week, right?
Yeah, depending on the range of things, we can be a little lenient and use like a Friday night game tonight or something if we have to, because they technically haven't played by the time this has started. But if you can find 3 without Friday, we prefer.
Bet. All right.
Gosh.
Time to match your momentum. And I'll offer you Mr. Luka Doncic's running partner.
No deal, man.
No deal?
No deal.
Being stingy off of that start?
No deal, man.
All right, let's keep it rolling.
Case number 9, because we don't take L's.
Thinking about De'Aaron Fox, but, you know, Kyrie's been a little bit more of a swing of things. Donovan Mitchell.
That's bad. That's horrible.
Giannis is there.
That's still terrible.
He's there for a reason.
He's all that's there. He's it. That's it. I got one player left. Case number 5.
Essentially. Let's hope this ain't him.
If it is, we're done for. This has been terrible. Not a good showing after last week.
Yeah. Had a lot on the line. Dame Dallas. You like to see that one.
Needed that. That's huge. That's huge.
Would still be a very huge thing to pull off a top 3 player after knocking out the other 2.
The odds of that happening, though. I got a 25% chance. Man. I don't know. I'm really psyching myself out here. Do I have Giannis?
Do you?
Or do I have, like, Jalen Brunson?
Do you?
No way, right? No way. I'm trying to read this board, man, and it's just not. It's not my language.
Not in the dictionary.
It's a foreign language to me right now.
Alright, I got another idea. Check real quick.
You gotta give me something, man. Bail me out, man.
Okay, this game plays 3.
There you go.
I'll help you out a little bit. Where'd my pen go?
In my hand.
That makes more sense. The banker needs to be able to write his offer. Because, you know, I don't hate this offer. Obviously speaking. But, I think you'll like it too after, you know, have a shaky start. If you did psych yourself out, you know, maybe you save yourself from Jalen Brunson. Mr. Tyrese Halliburton. Who does play 3 games.
You just offered me Reese with this board?
Trying to be generous here.
Shake my freaking hand.
Exactly.
Shake my hand. Deal.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Deal.
All right. So now we got Trey versus Reese.
Deal. I think he had like 25 and 12 last night.
Yes, sir.
Deal. I'll take it. All right, let's finish this out, though.
It's Tyrese. Let's see what would have happened.
8. This is what could have been.
Let's see how this game would have
No stress.
ended. Now that we know that Tyrese is locked down, he would have eliminated Wemby.
Okay. And 2.
Will left us with your case number 4.
Maxey, Brunson, and Giannis.
Well, what a lineup.
No way I have Giannis.
You're right.
Thank God.
So you would have eliminated Giannis. So now you either have Tyrese Maxey or Jalen Brunson.
I'm just going to keep it.
Tyrese Halliburton probably being the better of the two.
SMGs. I had Brunson. I called it.
Exactly.
Thank God. I like Brunson. But, man, Tyrese, when it comes to fantasy basketball, much better.
Maxey was on the board, of course.
Yep. Beautiful bailout here by the banker. I asked him to bail me out, and he did just that. Tyrese Halliburton. You might have just gave me the dub, man. You gonna give me your dude?
And then I'm
just gave him up like
I'm
that?
in the other seat, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna offer you Brandon Popovich on the Warriors.
Pojimski?
I don't know.
That wasn't even close.
Stojakovic.
I offered you Sabonis and Kyrie Irving, which is the same dude you offered me.
I offered you Kyrie.
And I offered you Kyrie. What's your point?
You didn't offer me Kyrie.
I offered you Sabonis.
You didn't offer me Luka.
And you didn't offer me Luka. Anyways, nice little bailout bounce back there for me. So Tyrese Halliburton versus Trae Young. Another repeat because you fumbled Jokic. So
Yeah.
way to go on that one.
Yeah, thanks. Didn't need that one rubbed in.
Yeah.
The scar's wide open.
Yeah.
You're pouring salt and lemonade juice right
Salt
into
and vinegar chips, just crumbling them on top.
Doritos.
Oh, but we hope you guys enjoyed another weekly episode here at the Travis and John Show. A lot of fun. Got back into the rhythm of things and gave you guys everything we could tonight.
Absolutely. We love the little family we built week by week. As you said earlier in the show, we grow by the week, so stay tuned to all the socials. I mean, we may have something new by tonight, tomorrow, who knows.
Absolutely. Please go give WWBA a look on Instagram, TikTok, X, all those platforms. You will hear our beautiful voices on some of the commentary for those games. So if you go give them a look. So we're super excited about that. More things to come here in 2024. Off to a hot start so far. We appreciate everything. We hope you guys enjoy it just as much as we do.
Stay tuned to all of our sources, of course. We have the link tree in the bio. We have YouTube, Facebook, X, TikTok, Instagram, freelancesportscasting.com/podcast.
Yes.
Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcast. Essentially, wherever you want to look, we should be found. Go Google us.
You'll find us.
You'll find our faces.
Absolutely. You'll see links to things.
Yeah.
I think that about does it. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope it's a great weekend for everyone. Basketball's back. Let's watch the basketball, man. UFC event.
Little updates.
Go make your money off the parlay. See if I can hit another banger on the UFC. Tune in for that tomorrow night. Most importantly, stay tuned. As always,
the Travis John Show.
Live on Facebook Live.